We are Joel and Andrea. We have two biological daughters, Samantha, who is 18, and Isabel, who's 14. And then Domingo is our adopted son. He is 9, and he was our first foster care placement. So we do the standby emergency placement. So we've had over 47 kids through our house on temporary basis. And then maybe a handful of respite. And then we did do a long-term placement with a teenager. We, because we do the short term, we're taking kids from a crisis situation where we don't even know what is going to happen for them the following days or weeks. So we are providing shelter, food, clothing, their immediate needs. And then also, trying to provide a stable place, even if it is very temporary. And emotional support, that's a big thing for these kids. You always learn when you're a little kid about how Jesus says, let the children come on to me. And so, we just feel like we have a responsibility, whether they're our children by birth or by adoption, or just these kids that are coming through our home for a few days, that we care for them and that we love them as they're our own, and show them Christ's love. It also amazes me that God never gives you more than you can handle. When I think I'm at my limit, something will just open up and be like, wow, we can do this. This isn't a big deal. Yeah, God has shown us how flexible we are and how wonderful our family is, and just embracing these kids, whether they're here for a day or a month.
Forever.
Yeah, forever.
We have 4 children. Anthony is 17, he's a foster. Joey is 17, foster. We have 2 biological children, Austin and Ethan. Austin is 17, Ethan is 13. I think we've, grown up a lot.
More gray hairs. Yeah, it's a learning experience. For all parties involved, you don't go in being 100% knowing exactly what you're doing. It's like any role of any parent. There's some things you're going to know, some things you're going to have to kind of wing and just work your way through.
Yes, the kids have trauma. Some of them, they just come from some not so great situations when they come into care, but they're just like every other kid. They need structure, they need teaching, they need love, they need respect, they need all of that.
Originally, when we got into it, we discussed it, and I told her, I said, I prefer older. I said, but under no circumstances are we taking kids with still in diapers. I said, I'm done with diapers. Both our kids are over that stage now. They're older. I said, I'm done. They called me and said, we got this year and a half old. I said, yes. What'd I do? I'm the one that said yes. It's one of those things being led to it. It's just, they said,
Yeah.
they described them and told me kind of what's going on with his life, and I said, I can't. We have to. We need to do it. I don't even know how many emails this week we got from Kobe. Just, anything from just checking in and say, how you guys doing? Do you need anything? Or just saying, we have these courses available if you guys want to get some credits. To, hey, we need this information. This one, our car insurance might be running, the data might be running out.
Yeah.
Just
and resources, like if the kids need them for therapies or counseling or anything like that, or just generalized help. Like if we're kind of stuck and we don't know which way to go, do you think this would help them or that would help them? And it's just nice that everyone works together and they're so involved with the foster parents that it's a really huge support.
I'm not sure if you can actually know the time is right. It's more of a calling. Through our faith, it's just more of what God is speaking us to do. We knew we were going to have any more kids. We knew eventually we were going to get into foster care. We just didn't know exactly when, how it was going to happen. But the door started opening, and we just walked through.
I would just say if you feel that it's right, you shouldn't be afraid to do it.
Hi, my name's Scott, and this is my wife Amanda, my son Alex, and daughter Morgan.
And we adopted Alex about a year and a half ago, and just recently adopted Morgan within the last month. Well, it was always our plan after we got married we definitely wanted to have kids, and we thought we would have some and adopt some. And the longer we went along without having any of our own, we kind of one day had an epiphany that, oh, hey, we could adopt first. We don't need to have our own and then adopt. We'll adopt, and if we have our own, great, and if not, we'll just adopt more.
Working with students for years, we've seen a lot of need, and we just always had that passion to adopt.
It's just like a whole nother layer of yourself that I think that you just kind of develop.
Even making disciples who make disciples, Matthew 28:18-20. I read recently the first disciple we ought to make is ourselves. But you know what? We're also supposed to be taking care of our family as well. And so this is another way, we're making disciples who make disciples. Even if you're just planning to foster, I think your job is still to be some sort of role model in their life to help them become who they actually are, because otherwise they don't have that opportunity, and they just kind of get pushed through the mix, through the shuffle. But that's so important, I think, whether you're adopting or whether you're only fostering, you are there to help them grow, not just provide for them, but help them grow.
Is it time?
Is it time?